I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Tisha Valley. It's Tyler Elise here with your announcements for November 18th, 2020.
Did you know that the criteria to be a member of NHS is to accumulate a 3.6 rating? This rating is calculated utilizing not only your GPA, but also your club involvement and other components. You can start accumulating points in grades 9 through 12, so join FBLA now and start earning leadership points.
If you have any questions or want to learn more about FBLA, join the virtual question and answer meeting on Wednesday or Thursday at 8 o'clock. The meeting code is FBLA.
Time is running out as the last day to register and select your FBLA event is Monday, November 23rd at noon. Pay your $12 dues to Ms. DeLon. If you have any questions, see Ms. DeLon in NA 202.
Attention juniors and seniors. Academically eligible students have been sent an application from the National Honor Society. Please check your email for information and deadlines. Email or see Mrs. Jones with any questions.
Attention seniors, please check your email for news regarding your cap and gown.
Today's lunch includes General Tso's bowl with steamed rice.
The football team takes on Bedford this Friday at Altoona High School in the state semifinals. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Tickets will only be available online at www.piaa.org.
Teachers, please send any updates or announcements that you have to cvtv@centralvalleysd.net.
That's all we have for you today, CV. Good morning, CB. It's Elise and Sydney here with a special segment on climate change.
Climate change is a change in the average weather conditions over a long period of time. Throughout the year, the United States has seen a significant increase in natural disasters such as hurricanes and wildfires.
This year's hurricane season brought a total of 27 storms to hit the U.S., primarily on the Gulf Coast. Out of the 27, 11 of them actually became hurricanes. Meanwhile, 4 of the storms became major storms. The most recent hurricane to hit the United States was Hurricane Zeta.
Wildfires have dramatically increased in the past couple of years due to climate change. Since the changing climate has affected the weather and temperature, fires have tripled its number and twice its size. The wildfire season has lasted much longer than it should be due to the dryness of the earth.
Climate change is occurring when these 5 factors are lowered: latitude, ocean currents, wind and air masses, elevation, relief, and the nearness to water.
The human population and their activities are the most common factors that affect climate change. Some of the interactions that humans have to the environment include burning coal, cutting down trees, and the use of gas cars.
Here is a video that explains climate change and how it affects the environment in our daily lives.
Well, the Earth's climate has changed throughout history. Most of these slight changes are caused by small variations in the Earth's orbit. But climate change as we know it today is characterized by an abrupt increase in the Earth's temperature. It is estimated to have gotten 1.2 to 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit warmer in just the last century. Modern human activities have increased the release of non-naturally occurring greenhouse gases because we have stepped up our demand for burning fossil fuels. The composition of greenhouse gases traps heat radiated from the sun. The more heat they trap, the warmer our planet gets. And as our planet gets warmer, we begin to feel the effects. One of climate change's biggest victims is our oceans. Climate change has increased the global temperature of the oceans by more than 0.3 degrees Fahrenheit since 1969. Although a warmer ocean might seem inviting to a beachgoer, it actually has devastating consequences for supporting life at sea. Climate change has also caused the sea level to rise. Just in the last century, sea levels have risen 6.7 inches, but the rate in the last decade has nearly doubled. Sea levels have risen because as the ocean gets warmer, it swells. On top of that, glaciers and ice sheets are melting. Antarctica lost 36 cubic miles of ice between 2002 and 2005, and since 1994, each year on average, the Earth has lost 400 billion tons from its glaciers. Troubling signs of climate change are increased extreme weather events. Natural disasters like floods, tornadoes, and deadly heat waves are more obvious to humans because of their immediate impact and their sharing of the images in the media. Climate change, as we know it today, is change in our Earth's overall temperature with massive and permanent ramifications. Although its consequences can be planet-threatening, scientists still believe there are things we can do on a personal level to help. Recycle and reuse things. Walk or use public transportation to get to work. Turn off your electronics when you're not using them. Eat less meat. While you're at it, eat more locally grown vegetables and foods. And last but not least, spread your knowledge and concerns about climate change with others. When it comes to climate change, the main takeaway is that it's real. And although we are part of the cause, we can also be part of the solution.
As you can see, climate change affects our daily lives and environment around us based on different changes in the weather and the activities that we do. We hope this segment gave you some insightful information about climate change and the changes going on around us.
That is all we have for you today, CV. Have a great day.
Good morning, Central Valley, and welcome back for another segment of This Week in History. I am your host, Tyler McCracken, and it's time for another look back in time. On Monday, November 16th, 1961, President John F. Kennedy increased military aid for South Vietnam, furthering the United States' commitment to the Vietnam War. On Tuesday, November 17th, 1922, the last Sultan of the Ottoman Empire was expelled to the island of Malta. Then, 104 years ago today, the First Battle of the Somme ended in World War I. There was an estimated combined of 1 million casualties, all for just a gain of 5 miles of land. On Thursday, November 19th, 1805, Lewis and Clark reached the Pacific Ocean on their expedition. Also on this day, in 1863, President Abraham Lincoln delivered his Gettysburg Address speech. On Friday, November 20th, 1945, the Nuremberg trials began. These trials were against the Nazis to convict them of their war crimes. That is all I have for you today, CV. For This Week in History, tune in next week on Wednesday for another look back in time. Have a great rest of your day, CV. And remember that history is written by the victors. History is full of liars.